Should you buy the Lectric XPress 500 for $999, or should you get the Lectric XPress 750 for $1299? In this video, we're gonna pit both of these bikes against each other. First, I'll talk about the two distinct differences, but then we'll get into our testing. We'll do a 0 to 20 throttle test. 19, 22, 24, 26, 28. I'll race my wife who makes an appearance. Beat ya. We'll check out the motor noise on each. We'll talk about performance up our hill climb test. And at the end, I'll give you my opinion of which one you should pick up and why. But first, I have something to ask of you. If you are planning to purchase either Lectric XPress or any other electric e-bike, do me a favor and use our link down in the description before making your purchase. It's free and is an easy way for you to say thank you, and I thank you for your support. Let's get started. There are only two differences, yes, only two between the 500 and 750. I know these bikes' frames look different. I'll touch on that in a little bit. The 750, or the upgraded model, has a 48 volt, 750 watt motor that peaks at 1,310 watts. Now, how can you tell the difference between these two motors? Well, you'll see in our testing, but another way is the size of the motor. If I put my finger right here, it basically lines up with the rotor. Of course, it's stamped as well. In comparison, the 500, or the base model, has a 48 volt, 500 watt motor, and it peaks at 1,092 watts. And it is indeed smaller. I'll put my finger on the motor here, and you can see it's not quite as big as the rotor. Now, the second difference is right here. It's the battery. The 500 has a 48 volt, 10.4 amp hour battery. And over here, our 750 has a 48 volt, 14 amp hour battery. Still takes up the same amount of space in the frame. And those batteries lead to different range estimates, up to 45 miles on the 500 and up to 60 miles on the 750. Of course, that's in pedal assist level 1. And these bikes are able to eke out that much range thanks to the torque sensor, though of course you're going to be getting more power from the 750. For those wondering what the percentage difference is, the 14 amp hour battery is 35% bigger than that 10.4 amp hour battery. I have one helpful bit of information about the XPress, and that is not only does it come in two different models, the 500 versus the 750, there's actually four, and that is because you can get the 500 in a step-thru, what you see here, or you can get the 500 in the high step. And the same can be said, you can get the XPress 750, that's the black one here, also in a step-thru if you prefer. But for all of our testing, keep in mind the white one is the 500 and the black one is the 750. So those are the only two differences between these bikes, the motor and the battery. They both have front suspension, they both have a torque sensor, they both have hydraulic disc brakes, their color LCD display. There's actually a lot packed into both of these e-bikes, so if you want to dig in deeper, make sure you check out our full reviews. With that, let's get into our testing for science. This is 0 to 20 on the Lectric XPress 500. 3, 2, 1, throttle only. 6, 10, 13, 16, 18, 20. 0 to 20 on the Lectric XPress 750. 3, 2, 1, throttle only. 9, 14, 16, 18, 20. 0 to 28 on the XPress 500. Pedal assist level 5. Here we go. Front tire lifted up, shifting through the gears, my poor drivetrain. 22, 25, 27, and 28. 0 to 28 on the XPress 750, pedal assist level 5. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, pedaling. Shift, shift, shift. 19, 22, 24, 26, 28. Okay, next we're going to do a little short distance race between Allie and I, and then we'll switch bikes for testing purposes. 3, 2, 1, push. Beat ya. 3, 2, 1, throttle only. Oh! Allie, what bike won?
The 750.
All right, on to the next test. Okay, here we go. Acceleration test. We'll see which one wins.
On your mark, get set, go.
Full throttle. Next, let's see if one motor is louder than the other. Bigger motor equals louder, right?
I would think.
Allie's got the app. All right, here we go. Lectric XPress 750.
71, 72.
And the Lectric XPress 500.
Oh! 66.
So lower 70s to mid 60s. Of course, that's unweighted, though I know when you're pulling peak power out of the 750, it is much louder. Next, we're going to have Allie ride right next to me, and we'll see if we can tell the difference. First, the 750. Next, the Lectric XPress 500. Shield down for safety. Much quieter. So how do these two bikes perform while pedaling? Well, this is where I really started to drawing my conclusion. Let's break it down. Both bikes out of the box are set with pedal assist levels 1 and 2, limiting you at 9 and 15 miles per hour respectively. Now these settings can be modified in the advanced menu, but let's stick to the stock settings to show you what you can expect. Starting with pedal assist level 3. On the XPress 500, you'll cruise at 16 miles per hour with relative ease, and putting a little bit more torque down will push you up to 20 miles per hour. On the XPress 750, you'll be cruising just a bit faster at around 17 miles per hour with a top speed of 21 miles per hour with more effort. Now for pedal assist level 4, the XPress 500 cruises between 17 and 18 miles per hour and can reach speeds up to 24 miles per hour with moderate effort. Meanwhile, the XPress 750 cruises slightly faster at between 18 and 19 miles per hour with a top speed of 26 miles per hour with more effort. Finally, pedal assist level 5, the XPress 500 will have you cruising at 20 miles per hour with the ability to hit 28 miles per hour. The XPress 750 pushes you a bit more, cruising at around 21 to 22 miles per hour, and it too can reach 28 miles per hour, just a little bit easier. But remember, if you want just a little bit more power from either bike, there is a multiplier setting that I go through more in depth in our full reviews of each of these bikes. P11 in the advanced settings will just give you a little bit more power in each pedal assist level than you otherwise would get with the multiplier turned off. All right, next, let's check out the hill climb test. The hill climb test really tells the story. You might think a 500 watt motor sounds underpowered. Many of them actually are. But surprisingly, both bikes reached the same minimum speed of 16 miles per hour during our test. The difference is that the XPress 750 motor quickly jumped back up to 17 miles per hour, then 18 miles per hour, while the 500 watt motor held steady at 16 miles per hour for a bit longer. I want to emphasize that both performances are extremely impressive, especially when compared to much more expensive competitors on the market today. But these are e-bikes after all, they're meant to be pedaled. Let's compare them side by side while pedaling. Pedal assist level 1, first gear, and spinning my legs, trying to spin my legs nice and easy, but this is where I would go into a higher pedal assist level. I could make it up this hill in pedal assist level 1, but it would be a significant effort. Pedal assist level 2 felt a decent amount of relief there. Still in first gear, and using about 300 watts. So this actually isn't that bad. I am just very easily spinning my legs. Now I'm not going fast, only 6 miles an hour. Let's go into pedal assist level 3, and this is amazing actually, because pedal assist level 3 first gear, I am barely spinning my legs and we are cruising up at 8 miles an hour. Nice job, Lectric, with this torque sensor. On other bikes, I would have to put in a lot more power from my legs to get a lot of power from the motor. So I could actually shift up to third gear. Let's go into pedal assist level 4, only going to get better from here, and 10 miles an hour. And again, I could put in more power and we will go faster. And actually not a ton of power. Let's go into pedal assist level 5 for fourth gear. So what I love is for people who are buying an electric bike that really need that extra assist for hills, but still want to pedal, but might not be able to put a ton of effort. So they're not sure if they want a torque sensor. The XPress has solved that. I don't know if it's the multiplier or if it's just the way the torque sensor is tuned, but this is a great hill climber. Okay, here we go, pedal assist level 1, and I'm going to shift all the way down. Now the experience with a torque sensor electric bike, sometimes in this hill, is not great. We'll see how the 750 watt version performs. First gear, and yes, I still have the multiplier on so we can get the maximum amount of power out of the bike. Pedal assist level 1, 6 miles an hour, still a pretty significant workout. Let's go into pedal assist level 2. I felt a huge jump there, tons of relief, and this is totally doable. First gear, just spinning my legs, nice and easy. And that's kind of the magic with the XPress. It's the same experience that I had on the base model. The torque sensor, in my opinion, is just very well tuned. Let's go to pedal assist level 3. I feel even more power, and I can feel while I'm pedaling, just maybe barely putting a little bit more effort, I'm getting more power from the motor. It wants to help me. I'm going to shift up into third gear, and we're using about 600 watts, cruising at 10. Let's go into pedal assist level 4, and just a little bit more on my legs. I wouldn't even say I'd be winded going up this hill maybe 10 times in pedal assist level 4, third gear. Let's go into pedal assist level 5. And yeah, now we're hitting over 1,000 watts, and I could shift up even more, maybe even to fourth gear and fifth gear. So what I like about it is, yes, you can go in pedal assist level 1, you can put it in a hard gear, you can get your workout in if that's what you're looking for, but you still want the natural riding experience. This bike still is tuned in a way that it can climb hills with ease if you wanted to. All right, so here's the big question. Which XPress model do I actually recommend? Well, brace yourselves, perhaps a hot take incoming. The Lectric XPress 500 is probably all you need. More on that in a second. Yes, you heard me right, but stick around because I'm also going to tell you which model has been more popular with our audience. Let's dive in. That 500 watt motor still peaks over 1,000 watts, and the torque sensor gives you a ton of power without too much power of your own, different from most torque sensors on e-bikes that I've reviewed. It's not some wimpy setup. In fact, both the 500 and 750 hit the same minimum speed on our hill climb test, 16 miles per hour, but the 750 just powers through it a little quicker and spent less time at that 16 miles per hour. And cruising around, you can still hit 20 miles per hour on the 500 without breaking a sweat. Now, don't get me wrong, the XPress 750 is definitely beefier, faster acceleration, easier to hit 28 miles per hour. All of our tests show that. But here's the thing, do you really need all of that power? Unless you're looking for a thrill ride, probably not. Plus the XPress 500 motor is quieter, which is a nice perk. Now let's talk range. This is where the bigger battery on the 750 plays a role. Because of the bigger battery, the XPress 750 holds a higher voltage longer, which means it keeps more power as the battery drains. So yeah, it'll stay stronger for longer compared to the 500, but the quote small battery on the XPress 500, it still gives you up to 45 miles on the lowest level of pedal assist, probably around 30 miles in pedal assist level 5, and even on throttle only, you're getting maybe around 20 miles. Most riders are doing what, 10 miles on a typical day anyway? So the XPress 750 offers more range, which if you need it, I get it. but I wouldn't buy it for the larger motor unless you really need that extra power. And here's a little something I've noticed. Lectric has been throwing in more freebies with the Express 750, so that might sway you that way. But I think the magic here is really at the $999 price point. It's a killer deal. And besides the battery and motor, the Express 750 has all of the same features. That's just how I see it though. But if history is any indication of what I've seen so far, most of my audience is going to go with the 750 anyway. Let me know in the comment section. But wait, before you buy, remember at the beginning of the video, I had one favor to ask of you. If you found this video helpful, do me a huge favor. Use our link down in the description when making a purchase at Lectric Ebikes. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you found this video helpful. Let us know how we can improve it down in the comment section. I certainly had fun making it. I'll also be hanging out in the comment section to address any other questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.